We just missed a nice drop here. We got the initial balance where this line indicated on why I'm here. On why I'm here, that we actually, the first hour of trading was completed from 9:30 to 10:30. Why I'm rally up,
Short carry tracing
fail,
setup.
fail at the trend line, and then break below the 10 o'clock high and the 10 o'clock open. But we actually pivot down in an uptrend.
Short
NQ,
momentum entry.
NQ have red dots, and he actually just continued pulling back. Get a minor sell signal, break the trend line. He hit yesterday close and could pivot off at yesterday close and go up back. Why I'm here, still in a technically still in an uptrend. So we get a lower low, a lower high, we pivot down. Now you could notice that the swing becomes short, or from a lower high, we get a higher low. What we have here, a minor sell signal,
Short
but we
carry tracement entry.
still have green dots, which indicating the trend has officially not shift to the downside. But you take the short, you get price break low for the trend line, you get a dark blue candle there, which indicating the speed to the upside has subsided. You look for a quick scalp. The way I have this set up here, each box, I set it up for the ticks. So when we scalping, if you're doing a big contract like YM, for the ticks, and you get 4 the ticks times 5, that's how much you would make. Or vice versa, if it goes against you, you would lose that much.
Short momentum setup.
But in most, when scalping, you always would have you could actually have a visual um, stop if you don't want to put on a stop because it moves so fast. Sometimes you get stopped out. Now we have a red dot. Price could come back here. This pre-low in blue and the violet color here, that's a global X low. Then we have the yesterday close here, yesterday low. NQ still going down. I mean, we missed big meat of the move here. So what you like to do, this high low, you would like to pivot up back. The conditions
Long retracement
are
setup.
actually saying that you could actually take a short play, but you would want to get an edge in the entry. So you would want to pivot back up and then you take it. Look at the NQ. He just continued to fail. Break below yesterday close and he just keep going down. So let's take an entry here. We sell one YM here.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Now we in that play. We make, if it come back here as a home run, but it could pivot right back up. So if you're scalping, you just right away you make $100 in and out the trade. Bam, you get the drop. You close the trade out.
Trend filter neutral.
Pivot that back, hit yesterday low. It should come back and test the global X low here one more time, or you just close the trade. You're locking $100. That's good enough.
Order filled.
That's a quick scalp play. And that's how you do the scalping. But I would actually teach you how to get into the trade. We look at price action. We look to see what's happening, grab our profit, We out and look for the next trade. On this setup here, I would go in more details on the setup and why would I book the profit? Because if you look here, this is market depth that show you the bid and the axe here. So you have red and you have green. Green start overtaking the red, and you can see the price action is shifting. You book your profit. Or if you didn't short, you could actually look for another entry because we're still in the downtrend. You would want it to pivot up back, maybe around here, and we take another trade, or we look at this indicator here. Could look at an standard vision VWAP indicator, and you look for another entry to short it again. I'll teach you how to look at the ticks, the tick queue, advance and decline. We use the internals to our advantage. Just want to look at why NQ, he just keep rolling down.
Trend filter neutral.
We coming into 11 o'clock, what I usually call the pre-euro close, where price would react in a different way than normal. It all depends what the European sitting at desk decided to do, whether they want to take risk off or they want to accumulate. And look at YM. YM is in a downtrend. We got a official momentum shift. We got red dots, which said the trend has reversed. We hit the Globex low, and we pivot off of it, but we're still in the downtrend. So you could still look for another entry. I don't like to take a short in the hole. When it pivot up here was the ideal time to re-enter. That's an edge. Now, if you come here, it hit this support. It could pivot right up, or it could break and come down here. This is the prior swing. So that's how that works. We could actually, if we expand this chart and look back, we will actually look to see if there's any prior swings in between here. The only prior swing is this one, way below. So if it break here, it could come back here. This white text, it's the 10 to 1030 low. The white texts are 10 to 1030. The blue text and lines are the first 30-minute range. And this velvet color here is all the overnight levels, Globex level. So when we trade in, we actually know at any given time where we are on the chart. And the yellow is yesterday close, yesterday low, yesterday high. So this setup actually tell you everything you need to know from the Globex session to the current session and to yesterday's session. So you always know whether you're trading an inside day or an outside day. We did a quick trade to show you how you could actually scalp and make some profit on a daily basis. Not every trade go your way. It's all about reading the price actions. It's all about understanding the time of day you in, what's happening, right? When 11 o'clock come, we would get a print here.
Retracement setup.
Have an indicator that tells you when crude oil open, when gold open, when London go to lunch, etc. So it actually keep you understanding what's happening around the trading day. We use the levels to enter. We use the setup. Or the setup framework to get into the trade and to exit the trade. It's still a short in this trade, but we get some reaction going in to the 11 o'clock time frame where we may get a pivot up and then that will take it back down. I would close this recording now.
Short retracement